All right, I just got over here to Dave's house. We are taking my XOP and his Lone Wolf full-size stick, and we're gonna convert them into a mini stick. We're gonna see how this goes. We're not experts on this, obviously, but we're gonna video the process. Hopefully it's an easy process and you might learn something. So when we launched this channel back in March, I used to follow Born and Raised Outdoors, but I still follow Born and Raised Outdoors, and their mantra is inspire, educate, and inform. Not sure if we're gonna educate tonight. We might entertain. I did bring some of the good stuff, some Jefferson Reserve bourbon. So the entertaining factor might be high. So we'll see how much we inform or educate. But if you haven't checked out Born and Raised Outdoors, go check them out. It's an amazing channel. They're one of the groups that motivated me to launch my own channel. So stay tuned and see what we come up with. So Dave runs the Lone Wolf. I have the XOP full size. I did some videos on how I did the double step. You run double steps on your normal one.
I do. You took
them off already.
Yeah, I run full double steps.
Yeah, if you're running full size stick, I mean any stick at this point, right? Go to the double steps. Eastern Woods Outdoors, right?
Yeah, Eastern Woods Outdoors double steps. You can get them angled like Dan has, or you get them straight like mine has.
They also had anodized and non-anodized?
Right,
What's
those
that
are
mean?
anodized coated, so it doesn't,
coated.
Yeah, and yours, they're aluminum anyway, so you can get them coated. So I got the coated ones, and I don't know, did you get the coated?
I spray painted, so probably.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, anyway, sidetracked already. What we're gonna do is we're actually making mini sticks. I was completely opposed to one sticking. Starting to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. Before I dive in and spend like $350 for, was it the ultimate one stick?
Right.
Gonna mess around, convert one of my old XOPs. Dave's gonna do his Lone Wolf. I already have all the ropes and everything else that I need to one stick, so I'll do this the rest of the season, see how I like it, and then maybe dive into something, you know, like the ultimate one stick for next season. And Matt over at Battleground Outdoors is gonna be doing all of our AM steel needs for this. So aider, he's gonna splice in the aider, and then also the AM steel for the cam cleat. But yeah, sorry, let's dive into it.
All right, so I've gone and I've broken down my stick just to the base stick. Since there's already pre-drilled holes, I'm gonna figure out 17 inches will actually get me perfect, and I can utilize the pre-existing holes. Plan on putting my cam cleat right here so that it's a little bit longer at the bottom of the stick and taller at the top of the stick, so I have less chance of it kicking.
So most of the manufactured one sticks, the anchor points
higher,
above center.
Even with regular sticks.
Yeah.
If you look at your regular climbing stick, you've got 25% down here and 75 down here. So trying to replicate that with the one stick without drilling so many holes to change our integrity of the metal. So I've gone and measured 17 inches already. All right, now I'm gonna take a sawtooth,
wood bit, right?
Yeah.
That's the secret.
24 tooth per inch bimetal blade on a sawzall to cut. I wish I had a bandsaw or something, but I don't, so we'll make this work. All right, so there it is. Cut it with a sawzall blade as straight as I possibly could. 17 inches, tried to maintain factory holes, and just gonna try to utilize that for one stick.
So we should probably do the cable now, since we want it to go around the bolts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Of the step, correct?
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we're gonna play around with, because we want to make sure the cable is not too long.
Right, we have to figure out how big of a loop we want.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's a good idea.
Do it then.
All right.
All right, so we have the 3/32 stainless steel cable.
Correct.
Bought at local hardware store, was 99 cents a foot, I believe. So pretty inexpensive. So we took Dave's stick. We have one hole that we're reusing from the original Versa button.
Correct.
Which is where we're gonna be mounting the cam cleat.
Correct.
So we're gonna slide, this is roughly 3 feet.
Yeah, so about 6 feet. Yeah,
so this is roughly 3 feet.
Yeah.
If we're gonna crimp, or I think they're called ferrules.
Yeah.
We'll ferrule at the very end, so that will go down to his step. This is gonna be inside the stick. So he'll have about 2 inches sticking outside of the stick at all times.
So give a loop to grab onto, I figured,
and then
pull it out.
When you pull it up, it'll slide up to the bottom of the cam cleat, which will give you 10 inches once it's fully extended. Which 10
should be
inches,
enough length.
10 inches extended is...
Yeah, nobody's ever complained about 10 inches.
Above average.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna do a crimp on this. I already did one kind of as a test, just to see if it would work. I have a hydraulic crimping tool. It's not perfect for the job, so we wanted to test it out before actually going ahead with it, and it worked out fine. So we got 3/16 cable here.
332.
332nd cable with the appropriate size ferrule, or however you pronounce that. Ferrule, and just a standard hydraulic crimping tool, which is made for stainless steel cable for doing decks and stuff like that. But it worked for the job.
You said you could also just hammer the shit out of it with it.
Right. Yeah. The other way I've also had shown to do it is to take 2 finish nails in the groove and then just close it with the finish nails in the crimp, and that'll crimp it down as well. So, all right. So we're gonna close this up just a little bit. Make sure our cables are appropriately aligned, just like that. You can kind of see that I'm going to come out about maybe 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch, just so there's a little bit of extra room. Just going to give it a couple of crimps. Release it, spin it around, crimp the other side, a couple of crimps, and not the ideal tool for the job, but I don't really think that's going anywhere. It seems to be fine to me. So.
And this isn't load bearing.
Correct.
This is just to
reach down and grab the stick and give you a little bit of extra height if you need it.
All right, so now starting to put the steps back on.
So here's the cam cleat. I ordered it from Eastern Woods Outdoors. You can probably get it anywhere, and they make a bunch of different cam cleats out there. This one is made in the United States. It's all aluminum construction with ball bearings. When trusting something made in China to climbing and your safety, personally I wouldn't do it. So I just went with the higher end one. It's a little more expensive, but you only have one life. So, gonna cut this off of here. Make sure you hold on to the cam cleat when you cut this off, because they can fall apart and the ball bearings and springs can pop out everywhere. So, yeah. And it even comes with a drilling template so you can drill your holes. That's some news. That's kind of cool. So for this one, we got our stick cut down to 17 inches. Gonna try to keep the factory holes as much as possible. So I'm gonna use this one as my lower cam cleat hole. Use this nice guide that came on the cardboard that came with the cam cleat to make my upper cam cleat hole. So I'm just going to line this up there. I got a Sharpie over here. All right, so made my hole, got it as center as I can. I'm going to start with a smaller drill bit just as a pre-hole, so that I make a nicer hole. All right, that's that. Switch out for the appropriate size drill bit, which I had around here, which is right here. I did everything correctly. It's only a $60 stick. It's not a big deal. It's good. All right. Now, if everything was planned appropriately, that should work. So we'll grab our cam cleat.
We gotta put the cable through first, don't we?
Well, I'm just doing a test. This is just a test of the emergency broadcast system.
They don't do those anymore, do they?
Yeah, it was on the radio the other day. All right, well, it fit. So my holes are good. It looks like our alignment is fairly decent. Maybe
that's the only hole you have to drill then?
Correct.
The whole stick?
Correct. Yeah, because I'm using factory holes for everything else. So.
All right, so we're going to slide the cable in, mount the steps, mount the cable. All right, so Dave's done his. Everything's back together. Actually, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, came out really nice too. I mean,
like you said, we said about 2 inches. It's probably about 1.5 inches if the cable's still sticking out. Yeah. We can adjust this, change it if we want. Just all we really need to do is get another ferrule. I mean, if you don't like it, but it extends out.
If this works out well for me, we always have the easy upgrade. If I didn't want to do the one stick and the tethered platform, which I'm running right now, I can always go to Eastern Woods Outdoors and order the upper platform.
Oh, I didn't
just
do that.
Swap out. Yeah, you can just,
just add a platform to whatever stick you have.
Right. Yeah, they're just same 1-inch tube, and you just bolt it right on. Yeah. So this is what it was, and this is what it is now.
All right, and I'm going to take the hardware apart of mine, and then we'll start on this. All right, so took the hardware off of my XOP stick. Significantly different than the Lone Wolf. The XOP, here, hold it. Yeah.
Same concept.
Yeah, the big thing with this is they have the middle step.
They've got this locks
the sticks together. So it has a different bracket, different bolts. We couldn't get the pin off, so we ended up, I cut my hand trying to drill a hole through it.
We ended up having to cut a bolt right off with the Sawzall. The pin was in there.
So you also now have these square holes from where these
locking teeth
brackets would go in. So we're going to cut it down to 17 inches. But the other thing is the steps mount independently from the standoffs. So you have a bolt for the standoffs and you have a bolt for the steps. Since I already got the Eastern Woods Outdoors double step, we're going to take that second bolt out of the equation and just get a longer bolt and pretty much turn them into a Lone Wolf. So I'm gonna have to get the bolts for that, but tonight we'll still be able to finish. We'll be able to cut the stick,
drill the hole for the cam cleat.
Drill the hole for the cam cleat, and all I gotta do is get the longer bolts to add the standoff to the step instead of having it down. So we're gonna cut it, drill the holes for the cam cleat, and then tomorrow I'll get the bolts, and we'll probably wrap all this up
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, because we're meeting with Matt from Vital Ground Outdoors. He's gonna splice in our aiders.
Right.
Luckily for you, it'll all be.
Get the Dremel tool.
Oh yeah, we gotta Dremel the steps out as well. So he's gonna be running the Amsteel 3-step aiders
permanently.
Yeah, through the steps. So these steps have a 90-degree angle. So we're gonna take the Dremel and just round them off, so that over time the Amsteel doesn't wear down. Yeah, so let's get this cut and get the cam cleat mounted.
All right, so we ended up taking the XOP stick, kind of finding a happy medium. He wanted somewhere where we wouldn't have to, again, drill as many holes in it, keep as much factory as possible. Ended up being about 16.5 inches, so he's gonna be about a ½ inch shorter than with the Lone Wolf, but it's just how it ends up being with factory holes, really minutia when it comes down to it. So we got, where's our double steps? Oh, there we go. So we got a double step here, got a double step here, and then our cam cleat's gonna go there.
So we'll be able to use the hole from the Versa button.
Correct.
Or I don't know what XOP calls it, but
yeah, same concept.
So that'll become the bottom hole of the
and
cleat.
then we're gonna re-drill a new hole here for the Harcum cam cleat, and then he's got to go to the hardware store and get some hardened longer bolts so that he can make a combo double step standoff, and then he'll be done.
Okay. All right, so Dave's just flipping the cam cleat right now. Last time we did a video and I was drinking whiskey, I started slurring my speech.
You should have been
He's gonna flip the cam cleat around because I need to get those other bolts. This is probably where we'll stop for tonight. I'll pick those bolts up tomorrow, get my steps mounted, and you guys will see us on Sunday, which will be in like 2 seconds for you guys. But it'll be 4 days. Yeah, Matt's gonna meet us back at the range. We're gonna get his muzzleloader sighted in, and he's gonna loop these Amsteel aiders for us. And we'll finish it up, probably throwing it on a tree there at the range. So we'll see you guys then. All right, so we're back here at the range. Matt's hooking us up with the Amsteel aiders. We are running those fixed, like the hard steps that he created for our full-size sticks. Dave and I really like these rigid. Matt, what would you call those steps if I was trying to explain? Rigid step?
Yeah, it's a rigid step. It's no flex.
No flex, rigid step. If you haven't seen the video of the movable aider, check our video library. I have that video there as well. But good. You see Matt behind me right now. He's testing it out.
Yeah, right.
He just spliced them onto Dave's stick, and then he's going to be hitting my stick.
I've never used a
so yeah, so if you have any questions on the Amsteel version of this mod, reach out to Matt over at Vital Ground Outdoors, and I'll link his website down below. If you have any questions for the Amsteel that we're using for the stick, to mount the stick to the tree, or the aider, reach out to Matt over at Vital Ground Outdoors. He literally just spliced this up for me, so I'm gonna give it a test. If you have any questions about this mod, hit us up on Instagram or Facebook, or drop a comment down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you liked any of the content, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep it working. All right, so we're trying a new concept here. We're gonna call it one stick, two guys, or one stick, two dudes. So in this situation, we have one stick and two guys are gonna hunt off the same tree with that one stick. So Matt just went up to his first move and he's gonna hang off to the left. I'm gonna go up and hang off to the right. This is where it's gonna get interesting because I gotta reach around. Reach around, that's a key word there, reach around.
so wrong on so many levels.
So what, one guy's cameraman?
So because you're going up, I have to be under you, correct?
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
So that makes you makes me a power bottom.
But the stick is probably going to go up a little, what do you call it? The stick won't be able to come up as high because you're going below me. It can't go above mine. It has to go below yours. So you would still...
Only a few inches.
So you locked in?
Yeah.
So from here...
This is so easy. I'm telling you right now, we're starting something here.
Yeah,
we're trendsetters.
Yeah, trendsetters.
No, you know how you could market this? Seriously? Father and son.
Yeah. Or two guys that just like to be in a tree together.
Wow. Yeah.
See, I can even help you. Look, see, we can hold, like
not holding hands, bro. But anyways, what I would do is like, yeah.
Patrick Swayze this.
Yeah. So from here,
I could swing around behind you.
Could.
I'm telling you right now, you're gonna see Seek One, THP. Somebody else is gonna be doing this, but we're gonna be the first ones that have done it.
No. To make it easier for them.
Yeah, I noticed that. Plus, I'm not like kicking it out of the way.
I'm okay.
Yeah, and they have to be on that branch, so see if you can break that.
See, I have my bow. I can still shoot while he's setting up the next one.
So like now,
I'm also here to catch you. Another benefit of two dudes, one stick.
Two dudes, one stick. This is the gayest experience I've had since
I'm glad I'm part of it.
long time.
I'm glad I'm part of it, Matt.
I thought Bishop was going to be my first. To be honest with you.
Is this the first time you shared a tree with a guy?
Yes.
Not mine.
I don't really share trees with you, but...
And then I come over and go up and we repeat.
Yep.
That's all it is. It's definitely doable.
I mean, we'd have to work out our timing, go maybe a little faster. That's taking some time.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully it helped you if you're thinking about taking a full-size stick and cutting it down to a mini stick, whether you're one sticking or not. You could use this same concept and use 3 sticks if you don't want a one stick. We did touch base on one sticking a little bit. We'll probably do some more in-depth videos during the off season here in the next couple months on one sticking. And also there, if you're watching this, you watched the whole video and you saw our new method of 2 dudes, 1 stick. And we'll probably do another video pertaining to that strategy. You know, we had some laughs, we were joking about it, but honestly, it was something that was in the back of my mind. You know, if you have 2 guys at 1 stick and you want to film, is it possible? If not, you know, you'd have to bring in full sticks or through multiple sticks and climb a traditional way. But now that, you know, Dave and I are really jumping into this one sticking, sometimes I hunt with some other people that one stick. Now, you know, we'll see if it's something that we can actually implement in the woods. But again, we were doing it for fun, had some laughs. Hopefully you found it entertaining. And as always, hit that like button, hit subscribe, share us with your friends. You can always find us on Instagram and Facebook at Do It Then Outdoors. Thanks for watching.